Afternoon. Yes, I'm here to bring you an interesting tale today. First of all, I'd like to comment on that Africa and China are allies. So I'm representing the black alumni, and I'm going to show today a Kung Fu book from the origins of China. So a Kung Fu book from the origins of China. And this is how the story goes. Okay, next. Somewhere in the Black South, a certain focuses came into life. From time of no arrival, way survival came vital. Sensated as there was a servant for age-old practice changed his face. In the morning, Baba exercised, stayed fit, always wondering could he achieve this new trick. See, Kung Fu has mostly been an Asian custom when the birds fly sideball fuck onto nothing. Practice make perfect, his grandmother would say, but no one's gonna be needed one day. So a new job about to come to town from overseas. He had a chance to work there to make some money. He and the job saw the physical fit and quick to get in on stay within the company's mix. So the night before work, Bobby went to see his girlfriend, a sweet and fine young lady named Jill he had been courting. It was real intense, the secret of a man's fortune and his woman. They had a lot in common. Take a chance, Bobby Jill replied, but he don't want a romance because by now he was going to have the right price. So the night grew, he knew it's time to get some rest. But before he left to kiss her goodnight, he told her he was going to do his best. Everything was going according to plan, thought Mr. Two. See, Bobby was going to be the man that had a special way for you. Chen Yang was his immigrant job. He and Bobby really record the plant from the start. You gotta go hard, strong, focus to would say. Though Bobby was getting to get suspicious about the Operation Hocus Pocus. A foreign lady in the office with her eye got what she wanted. Chen Yang told Bobby just to ignore her, but he wanted action. So the goal had to be some satisfaction and rectify control of acting. So work ended and Bobby and Chen Yang want to spy. I guess that's what it takes to become a superstar. Everyday relationship became advanced, but knows about times the two had some different plans. He wanted to send Bob overseas to Hong Kong, the detail for the operation's rights and wrongs. When approached, Bobby decided to hear the moves about to hear, especially in a rush. And this book author message from Bob, my soap operas is my hobby. You're going to go into a foreign land. There'll be a big difference at hand. So Bobby was home to tell Jill the news she was disappointed, but she understood it was something he had to do. On the way to the airport, Mr. Two gave out the details of the mission. All you do is go in and find Mrs. Phone won't do. She is missing. We need you. Next, join the Chinese dance to get her back to the States. Bobby recognized different tasks but knew it was his fate. By 4 a.m. when they arrived at the airport, he packed his bags in motion that way. He was going to get inside the Asian system where he could reside and just listen. Bobby thinking Mr. Two might play him, but he had a job to do, so he bought the plane and began to play the game. When he arrived at the Hong Kong airport, he would marvel at all this new scenery. He could only imagine his wild dream about the different men. A whole new way of life, and all to do is find this man's wife. So he exits to go and catch a cab when the drama came on the outside with some bad guys wondering how much money did he have. So a vicious fight broke out. I was so what he's about. A smoothly getting away, he jumped in the taxi and told him downtown Hong Kong is where I want to stay. At arriving downtown, he was hungry, so he found a restaurant that he wants. He also realized that he was lonely, so he set the table to task at hand. Found his geisha approached him and became a part of the plan. I'm over here because I'm my teacher, so why don't me and you make this a double feature? He told her about needing help on finding Mrs. Fong won't do. She quickly told him that I'm with you. After eating dinner, the geisha idea was sure winner. She wanted to know if Bobby wanted to go and watch sumo wrestling. He said yes, and they went on their way to the event happening. It was something strange to a witness. It was another lady that approached with some news he could use. She gave him his first clues about the whereabouts of his phone won't do. She told him to go and check this warehouse out. He would go to see if there'll be anything that will make him doubt. So he quickly hurried down to the warehouse that he was tipped off about. He was thinking to himself, I've got to be on the right route. He entered the building and realized it was abandoned, looked around for a while and found this cannon. A photograph of Mrs. Phone won't do, knowing she had probably been there. This was another clue. So as he went back outside, two villains ready to bring him down. All both of them, he beat them down and broke their limbs. So he checked into a motel a Long Beach day where he would relax until the next day where he would get back on the trail. The temperature in China was hot. He was tired of all these villains' plots. The broad from the restaurant came to see him. He told her, I guess the lights must dim. She wanted to know how the operation was going. So he showed her a picture of the Oriental. He told her about the photograph and the mission's first clue. I need about $5 more grand, stated Bobby. That's not a problem. I'll make the transaction tonight. Just complete the deal and catch the flight. So I want to aim for Chinese peace. I got to find Mrs. Phone won't do. So he told the geisha, I got to find Mrs. Phone. Say, what you hunting? I'm a believer in her. Let's get known. So Bobby went to the marketplace where he met Tofu, an Asian guy. I got some bad guys on my back, and I'm trying to find this fact. So Tofu around the corner and told Bobby the story of Dragon. Bobby realized his technique was old-fashioned, but it just might make him complete. Now, about a week had passed and still nothing. Although it was starting to get disgusting with all the regrets of not finding the lady, this wasn't what it took and was kind of complicated. Before leaving the market, Tofu gave him one more piece of advice. He said, look within yourself to find this man's wife. Though he become the number one operative overseas to try to establish a world of peace, Kung Fu is a dangerous game. It's true, and you remember the pain. While Counter stayed in disarray, I had to take care of his mission swashblade. Another Oriental lady approached him and asked if he would like some homemade fortune cookie. He ate and followed her back to her apartment while looking. It was a sign what he found in his third snack. Sometimes you got to get behind to find the blind. Although this episode was quite rare, he just thanked me to seem for understanding he's only a human being. After collecting his next clue, he was better. His detail was long and harsh. He ran into trouble again when his German 5-star general got on his back. They fought briefly until Bobby started to attack. The general even didn't like the way the guy was stupid around town, but Bobby refused to let him get in the way and came out victorious at one another day. At the barrier to find the general, Bobby noticed something strange had took place. In the thin air reappeared on Center Street somewhere. This was getting intense when he remembered Tofu dragons there. It was time when he seen a huge sign. A black limo hurling carry Mrs. Phone won't do, but he was not to get it together. It would do or die. The motel he could recall his trail. Bobby had grown anxious about getting back home, though he still had to find Mrs. Phone. The agent was the role he had to portray. He even missed his girl. It's a long ways on the other side of the world. So he started the device used in the last scene to try and recollect the whereabouts of Mr. Two's queen. It was sort of beginning to make sense. How the missing lady was just a coincidence. So Bobby quickly left the villa. Chimed to him what really appeared to be an ancient pillar. He had heard about this tomb that held the answer to a man's doom. What he wanted to do on this day was catch a trial. I got to find Mrs. Phone, thought Bobby, but his time was not to be long on the trolley. When he arrived at the tomb site, he was busy looking for anything that would make this case right. He looked at photographs and started to resist. So I got to complete the task to make sure she's no longer missing. So one of the villains was also at the temple. Bobby started to kill him, but they just struggled till the fight took flight. This was going on and on dated endurance of trying to find the missing lady. So on this day, Bobby had a taste for some fried rice. He went back to the villa and entered photography into the device. Over there, Mickey sings prayer meal. It was a cuisine that had such a thrill. It was a teacher within the. So Bobby wanted to touch upon the leak of Kung Fu to make things all good. Therefore, him and Kane Lower started to blow. But they wanted to heat a spark by introducing the style of the monkey to let him see fire. He had come full circle with himself. He had got in a state of mind where there was nothing left. He got some information from the geisha of a true dedication that pursued the teacher relation. I got the whereabouts of Mrs. Fawn won't do, stated the girl. Now it's up to you to locate this place and leave our world. So he quickly left the villa. He went down to see this dealer. They talked briefly for a while about the release of Mrs. Fawn and Bobby Chinese style. The dealer wanted to cut a deal. He wanted Mr. Too's uncle style of karate. As you see, the style was a great logic. And with Kung Fu being a style of power, the family that had Mrs. Fawn knew they would have this power on and on periodically. So Bobby agreed to give them the magic that kept him through this journey. You got to be more than aware about it, stated. But that's all you get till you give me the lady. Now, the Hindu boss that had Mrs. Fawn knew that he was to ever gain control of a land, he would have to release the lady back to this land. So he notified one of his troops within 48 hours, agreed upon the styles of Kung Fu. Mr. Fawn won't do it, be set free. So Bobby and the geese were thrilled as they could be about the deal to dwell between the essence of the key. It was now never to complete the mission, so they would wait to make sure she's no longer missing. Bobby would leave a list of the virtual styles of Kung Fu at the palace to hail Mrs. Fawn. They will now have this logic from now to on and on. They had to save the Gothic era and return back home. When he arrived at the trade site, he was hoping not to have to fight. That was before his eyes ate Mrs. Fawn won't do. She was still alive. This was good for Mr. Two. Although the lady was sedated, he quickly pulled up and he made it. Change had been made. And Mr. Fawn, and we got to believe in about weeks about China Dog, the killer. He quickly went into attack mode so he could reestablish the martial laws code. Now the dilemma had been taken care of, Bobby had to find a way to join the dynasty. It was rare for an African guy to mix with the Chinese, but Mr. Fawn said, let me make some calls. I know some officials that might let you slip in with a certain cause. He knew that he would have to cooperate in order to get her back to the States. In time, we proved peaceful mankind. So notify the troops so we can get an east to peace side. Mrs. Fawn arranged a summit meeting for Bobby to attend. He was thinking to himself that this was the end. By the forces of good and evil, the mission had just about been accomplished. Though karate is lethal, you got to be predominant. Within the origins of China, Bobby had become some sort of hero. But this common society might not know. Somewhere back in the USA, it had came your past, and Bobby had saved the day at last. Mr. Two was a happy sensei to have his wife back in good hands, and it was time for a party, including the Bobby taking the stand. The intrusion is over. All my losers can be found on the green clover. To sacrifice the routine of Mr. Two's queen for the life prepared in a dream. If the destiny is surely your faith, then don't hesitate. Just make it a test to prove your life straight. Voila! Kung Fu Fighters. And yes, once again, please give beloved these dancers a big round of applause. I think they've done an excellent job with showing the pictures and the effects of this video. And once again, we're just trying to promote an ally between Africa, America, and China. We just like over in Africa, originally Africa, that has the ally of China, then African Americans want as well, because we seem to be left out of the picture on everything. Have a good day.